You're listening to the Get Out and Drive podcast with John, CustomCarNerd Meyer, and Jason, OldeCarrGuy Carr. We'll be bringing you gearheads everything you never wanted to know about cars and why they should be on the road and not in your garage. Are you ready to get out and drive? Get those cars on the road October 2nd, 2022 to celebrate National Get Out and Drive Day. Visit nationalgetoutanddriveday.com for more info.
We know it's only April, but we're already gearing up for National Get Out and Drive Day this October 2nd, 2022.
And to make National Get Out and Drive Day even better this year, we've got the Atlantic Nationals Extravaganza in Moncton, New Brunswick, jumping on board as an ambassador to help us get out and drive. And if you would like to be a National Get Out and Drive Day ambassador as well,
just head over to nationalgetoutanddriveday.com and apply now.
You know, John, one night when we were sitting around the table talking about future episodes, we got the idea that we should just hit the record button and start talking.
Sometimes it works out good, and other times it's a failure.
So one thing we're not going to talk about tonight is bicyclists.
That seemed to be a pretty hot
topic. No, that seemed to be a pretty hot topic for somebody. On the show about 5 minutes ago. It's probably not good to express our views on bicyclists on city streets.
Oh my God.
And our love thereof.
Yes, our love of bicyclists. Oh.
So
I can't help myself. Go ahead.
Although a great topic of conversation, let's try and keep it as neutral as possible. Here's a question for you. If we are to share the road with other people, whether it be bicyclists, people who walk, unicycles, pogo sticks, whatever it happens to be, should those people who are sharing the road with motor vehicles be imposed to such things as gas taxes and or highway taxes or whatever to help improve these highways? They're sharing it. Right. They're not paying insurance. They're not paying gas. They're not paying whatever on whatever vehicle they choose to use, but yet they're sharing the roads with us. Are we paying for them?
I would say 100% yes, because I pay gas tax on my vehicle. I have to have a ton of different things, and these folks use it for free.
So in essence, if you want to be able to share the road with an 18-wheeler or a pickup truck or a little small commuter car, right, and you're riding your BMX or your mountain bike or your whatever, then you're saying that that person should be paying some sort of a insurance or a tax or a fee to be able to do so.
My personal opinion, yes, it's maybe not be the opinion of everyone, but my personal opinion is that if you're a vehicle on the highway, on the roadway, and you want to be looked at as a vehicle, you have to go by all the rules of any vehicle.
So that would also mean
including off-road vehicles.
Yeah.
Everything. Because as a vehicle on the highway, I have to have my vehicle inspected. I have to have it licensed. I have to have it insured.
Lights,
horn. And I see off-road vehicles on the road all the time. It's a very, very hot topic with bicyclists that want to save the planet, and they're being, zero emissions people, but they're also relying on the roads to be paid for by someone who uses a vehicle that needs license and has fuel.
Well, and let's take that a little bit step sideways and say, okay, a motorcycle, for instance, yeah, it runs on fuel, but it's getting probably 100 miles to the gallon compared to the 20 or 30 that your average car is getting today. They have to pay insurance. They have to have turn signals, horns, brake lights, all that stuff. They have to be safe for the road. They got to wear helmets in most places. Like when you're sharing the road with those guys, it's up to us as the four-wheelers to look out for them, but they have a right to be there just like we do. Now, you take a bicyclist, who straps on a little bicycle helmet and elbow pads and knee pads and takes off on his Huffy, you're saying that that kid or that adult has to be somewhat responsible, and they have to watch out for us as motor vehicles. That's what you're getting at, right?
That's exactly what I'm getting at, because everyone says that you have to share the road with the bicyclist. The bicyclist also has to share the road with the vehicles and respect the vehicles, because that four-wheeler, that us cagers that the motorcyclists call us, the cagers on four wheels, we have to watch out for everyone else. I have to watch out for other drivers in other vehicles as much as I have to watch out for motorcycles and bicyclists.
I get exactly where you're coming from. And I think to some degree, I would be inclined to agree that, if you're going to share the road, there's a shared responsibility, no matter which mode of transportation you're choosing. You want to share the road. There's a responsibility to you as a bicyclist to make sure that everybody sees you. So wear your vibrant reflective clothing, make sure that your bike has reflectors and lights, make sure that you're using your proper arm signals when you're changing lanes or turning in traffic. And what we find is a lot of people who are on their bikes aren't exercising that responsibility as bicyclists who are sharing the road with motor vehicles. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not coming down on you guys because I don't want to paint you all with the same brush, but it seems to be a growing issue with the concern of fuel prices rising. More and more people are getting out on their bikes. More and more people are getting exercised and fit and want to be out there on the highways, even not just city streets, on the highways, with vehicles running down the road at 65, 70 mile an hour, and sharing the road with somebody on a bicycle.
That is exactly true. I'm doing my best to curb myself, because I have extreme views on this situation. As anybody that knows me well knows that I'm not really on the side of the bicyclist in the middle of the street doing 3 miles an hour in front of me uphill. But he has the right to be there.
He does. But maybe as a little exercise, John, maybe you should get yourself a bike and put yourself in their shoes, so to speak.
No. My parents taught me to ride my bicycle on the sidewalk and in the church parking lot. So I believe that's what I'll do. And I'm good with, I'm really good with that. Really good with that, because everybody wants to know, they want you to share the road with the cars. If everyone rode bicycles, who pays for the road?
Exactly.
A lot of folks that are tooting that ride a bicycle and share the road horn don't think about that.
Well, and that's part of what it is with people like us who want to talk about this and bring these topics to the table, is we want to show you guys what both sides are about. It's easy for John to sit on the side of anti-bicycle on the streets. But for me, I want to make sure that you guys understand we need to take a look at both sides. If I was a bicyclist, I want to make sure that I was being safe, that people would see me, that I was using the proper signals, that people could, I don't want to get run over. I've never been a motorcycle rider, and I can't even fathom what those guys go through being right in the middle. Bicyclists, you're on the side of the road at least. You're kind of a little bit out of the way. But at the same token, I said it before, there's a shared responsibility. If you're going to ride your bike, follow some simple rules, make sure you're seen, be courteous, keep your middle finger to yourself, right? We've all seen the, brake checking a transport. Well, that's the equivalent of a bicyclist in front of a motor vehicle of any sort, right? They can't stop like you can. So just beware, be courteous, and make sure you're seen. It's a shared responsibility no matter how you look at it.
I'm hoping that one of our listeners is wanting to either use our listener hotline button that's on our website. Hopefully they'll hear this and we'll get some opinions from people that are pro bicycle. Maybe enough that a person will want to be on our show and explain to us if they ride their bicycle to work, something they ride a bicycle regularly as exercise or anything at all. Maybe somebody will use our website, and we want to hear from the listeners.
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter whether it is the topic of pro or con on the bicycle issue. If you hear anything on the Get Out and Drive podcast that you feel you have an opinion on, make sure you go ahead and hit the website at getoutandrive.com and look for that little button that allows you to record your own message. If you use that, we're going to send you some stickers from Get Out and Drive.
Jason, you like cruising around the internet, just searching for projects that you don't need. You do that?
I do. It's probably my second job.
It is your second job. I know I get smacked all the time because I've got plenty of projects, and I secretly still look for things other than the things that are in my driveway. What's wrong with us?
I don't know. It's definitely a sickness, but one of my favorite places to visit is racingjunk.com.
I go there a lot. I probably shouldn't, but I go there a lot. It's like a little secret hideout. I get really good deals there. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm saying this on the podcast. I'm going to let out the secret, but I'm getting much better deals there than I am on a lot of other websites.
Yeah, and not only can you buy and get good deals, but you can also sell your own junk and put money right in your pocket.
Yeah, that's right. They don't charge any transaction fees. Just 100% of what I make through my ad, I keep.
Absolutely. So if your wife is at you to clean out your garage for spring, you can post all your junk on racingjunk.com.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna head out to the garage, and I'll probably be back in a little bit. But I'm gonna head out and clean up some stuff. I know I've got a ton of stuff to sell.
Start making money today.
Get out in racingjunk.com. Sell your stuff. Get money. Stick it in your pocket.
Are you looking for more action-packed car content? Head over to YouTube for the Car Guy and Six Fan Show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Find a link in the show notes and let them know you heard about it from the Get Out and Drive podcast. Cruise on over to our website, getoutanddrive.com, for all the info you never wanted to know about our podcast. Hit us up on our listener hotline, be the first to know what's happening, get industry news, and grab your Get Out and Drive merch. Connect with us on social media. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow us on Twitter at Get Out and Drive Pod.
What drives you?